Alright folks, now in this video we're going to be going over practice set number 1 for the sentence completion question type. This example comes from the Cambridge IELTS book number 8, test number 4, reading passage number 2. So this article is going to be about the biological control of pests. Let's go down to our questions here. So here is our sentence completion question. We have to answer questions 22 to 26, and here we have our answer choices. Okay, so all you have to do is you've got to match the question with the correct answer choice. So we're gonna start off here by marking our keywords: diaspin scale, insects, and something about them feeding. How do you say that? Neodumetia sangawani, maybe. So these are also great keywords. Proper noun, leaf mining hispides, Argentinian weevil, Salvinia molesta. Okay, so this article is about pests, different types of pests. So we have a lot of proper nouns here. This is great. This is going to be rather easy for us to solve. So if I was to do the easy questions first, I would do this one first, and then this one, and then I would leave the other two for later. I could also do number 22. I have a feeling that leaf mining hispides, well, this is not a proper noun. This might appear in the sentence without being capitalized, so it might be a little harder to find. And number 22 seems like a proper noun. I'm not sure since it's referring to a scale, but it's referring to a certain type of scale, so I'm not sure. So let's see. So let's start looking for disapine scale, and then we'll look for these other keywords. But let's just have these other keywords in the back of our minds anyway, just in case we happen to see them in the article. Then we can just mark them right away. So here we go. We are looking for this keyword first, disapine. Okay. Okay, I'm still scanning. I haven't seen it yet. Okay, right here I see our other keyword. I see here it mentions Argentinian weevil. This was one of our keywords, so I remember that. And check this out. Down here it says disapine scale or disapine scale. I'm not sure how that's pronounced, but disapine scale insects appears right here. Mentions Argentinian weevil here as well. And all right, so our answer should be probably somewhere around here. So let's read this. Let's read this sentence. It says, CIBC is also perfecting the technique for breeding parasites that prey on disapine scale insects. And then it's defining these insects, notorious defoliants of fruit trees in the US and India. So that means that these insects plague the fruit trees. Remember, it says disapine scale insects feed on what? What do they feed on? They feed on fruit trees. So the correct answer here is going to be D. All right, correct answer is D. If you'd like, at this point, what you can do is you can go ahead and put a line right through the answer choices so that you know that you've already use that answer choice. So you can go ahead and do that. If it helps you, you don't have to do it, but it's just something if it helps you. So we found the answer to number 22 up over here. So we're going to put number 22 right here. I'm just going to put 22 there since that's where I found my answer. Now remember, these questions go in order most of the times, 80 to 90% of the times. So I'm going to assume that it goes in order, but keep in mind that it doesn't have to always go in order. It only goes in order most of the times, not always. So let's go ahead and answer our next question. The question in which we have the keyword Argentinian weevil. Let's answer this one since we've already found the keyword. So here it says, an Argentinian weevil may be successful in wiping out what? So what is it going to be successful in wiping out? Let's see. Let's start reading from here. The sentence, similarly, the Hyderabad-based Regional Research Laboratory, RRL, supported by CIBC, is now trying out an Argentinian weevil for the eradication of water hyacinth. Water hyacinth, another dangerous weed. Okay, so the Argentinian weevil helps to eradicate or eliminate or remove water hyacinth. So an Argentinian weevil may be successful in removing what? In eradicating what? Water hyacinth. The answer is going to be E. The answer is E, and let's come up here and put number 25 next to the spot where we found our answer. Right over here, I found the answer to question number 25. All right, now let's see what other keywords we can look for. Let's do this one next, Neodumetia sangawani, and then we can do Salvinia. These are proper nouns, so let's start there. So since we're looking for the answer to question number 23, I would expect to find this keyword somewhere up here, perhaps somewhere around here. So I'm going to start scanning from over here since I'm assuming that this goes in order. So Neodumita, something like that. Okay, I don't see that here. And yeah, I don't see that here either. I already read this part, so I know it's not here. And there we go. Here I see Neodumetia sangawani. So there's our keyword. Let's go ahead and read this sentence. It says, a natural predator indigenous to India, Neodumetia sangawani, was found useful in controlling the Rhodes grass-scale insect that was devouring forage grass in many parts of the US. Okay, so what this is saying is that this species is a native predator of India, and this species helps in controlling grass-scale insects. Somehow it, well, it seems that it's a predator of these insects, that it eats these grass-scale insects. So that is probably going to be our correct answer. Let's see. Neodumetia sangawani ate what? Here we go. Grass-scale insects. The correct answer is H. They ate grass-scale insects. Great. Now let's look for Salvinia molesta. Salvinia molesta. Here. Salvinia molesta. Let's read this sentence. Let's start reading from here. This is where the sentence starts. It says, by using Neocatina brucei, a beetle native to Brazil, scientists at Kerala Agricultural University freed a 12-kilometer long canal from the clutches of the weed Salvinia molesta. Okay, so Salvinia molesta is the weed. So we already know that now. Here it says is popularly called African pile in Kerala. And let's keep reading on. Here it says about 30,000 hectares of rice fields in Kerala are infested by this weed. So there's our answer, guys. So remember, you may have to read 1 to 2 sentences sometimes. What the examiners will do is they will take 2 sentences and they will combine those 2 sentences into one single sentence and present that to you in the question. So you may have to read more than 1 sentence, especially if you don't find your answer, okay? So here we have found our answer. It tells us what this weed infests. It infests rice fields. It's big trouble for rice fields. So it says Salvinia molesta plagues what? So plagues is just synonym language for infests, okay? Synonym language for infests. And the correct answer is right here, B, rice fields. All right, now let's do our final question. We are looking for leaf mining hispides, number 24. So we found the answer to number 26 down here. Found 26 down here. I would expect number 24 to be around the same area. So leaf mining hispides, that's what we're looking for. Here we go, leaf mining hispides. Okay, so that one was not a proper noun. So always look for keywords that have proper nouns first, guys. That's going to make your job much easier. Let's read this sentence. It says, in the late 1960s, when Sri Lanka's flourishing coconut groves were plagued by leaf mining hispides, a larval parasite imported from Singapore brought the pest under control. Okay, so what this sentence is saying is that these leaf mining hispides were plaguing the coconut groves, that they were feeding on coconut groves, that they were wiping out coconut groves or infesting them. Okay, all of those are synonyms. That these leaf mining hispides were plaguing coconut groves, and to solve this problem, to stop this problem, larval parasite from Singapore was imported. Okay, so let's go down to our question. Here it says, leaf mining hispides blighted. Blighted means to infest. It's the same thing. It's just synonym language for plaguing or infesting. Okay, so those are synonym words. Plaguing, infesting. So what were leaf mining hispides blighting or plaguing? Well, it says that they were plaguing coconut groves. Coconut groves. So groves is just synonym for trees. So the correct answer is going to be C. Okay, they were plaguing coconut groves. Right here it tells you, coconut groves. Awesome. So we are now finished with this question set. I hope that you now have a better understanding of how to answer this question type. As you can see in this set of questions, we found all of our answers in these 2 paragraphs. We assumed that they will go in order, and you may have noticed that sometimes they do go in order, other times they don't. So just be mindful of that. They do go in order most of the times, but there will be exceptions. So that's it for this one. In the next video, we're going to be going over practice set number 2, in which I want to show you questions from reading passage number 3. I'll see you there.